Hello everyone, welcome back to BelleYogi. My name is Michelle. Today's practice is yoga for sciatica. This is a really great practice for anyone that might be suffering with symptoms of sciatica like low back pain or pain that radiates down a leg. If you're currently in pain, you might want to consult your doctor first. Yoga can be a super effective, low impact way to find sciatica relief. But be really mindful throughout the practice because every pose might not work for every body. It really depends on what is causing your sciatica to begin with. So be sure to listen to your body, and if a pose aggravates your symptoms, I would advise to skip that pose for now until your symptoms subside. Today will be a gentle practice to help find more flexibility in the hips and in the spine. All you'll need is a bolster or a firmer pillow. So get into something comfy, grab your prop, and let's get started. Welcome back. Hello again. We will begin this practice on our belly in prone position. So come to lie down on your belly. You can either take your arms into goalposts, rest your forehead on the ground or a blanket, or stack your arms on top of each other and rest your head there. Your toes can be pointed straight back towards the back of your mat. And just give yourself a little time here to connect to the floor beneath you. Notice all the parts of your body that are connected to the floor here. Also start to be aware of all the parts of your body that feel disconnected from the floor. Noticing any sensations that might be present in the body right away. And just start to breathe into any sensations that might be present. Give yourself this time to connect within. Now pay attention to your breathing. Notice what it feels like to breathe in, and notice what it feels like to breathe out. Maybe you can sense your belly expanding into the floor each time you breathe in, and the belly softly pulling away from the ground each time you breathe out. Notice that movement in the abdominals, in the front of the torso, but also in the side body through the rib cage. Notice it in the low back, in the middle back. And ask yourself where it's a little more difficult to feel the movement of the breath. Take these next few moments to let the whole body breathe here. Staying deeply connected to each breath in and each breath out. Begin to lift the head up and draw your elbows underneath your shoulders. Coming into a gentle Sphinx pose here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And just pay attention to your breath in this new shape. Maybe you can even sense here the belly expanding into the floor each time you breathe in, and it softly pulling away each time you breathe out. And be aware of where you're feeling this in your body. Your next exhale, bring your hands under your shoulders, let your chest release, and then as you inhale, lift your heart into a low cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows towards each other. And then exhale, press yourself back to child's pose. Knees will come wide, big toes together. Relax your forehead on the floor or the cushion. Start to come on up and lie your right hip to the front of your mat. Kind of 90-degree angles in both of your legs so your feet and knees are staggered. You'll place the bolster in the front of your mat, and one hand on either side of the bolster. And let yourself rest over the bolster. You can place your forehead down on the bolster or turn your right ear to the bolster. Just begin again to notice where you're feeling this and breathe into that sensation that you might be experiencing. Every inhalation is there to nourish, and every exhalation is there to help you release. Inhale, begin to press yourself up nice and slow, and we'll just switch sides. You can place your bolster towards the back of your mat and start to lean onto your left hip. One hand on either side of the bolster again, and then you'll start to fold over your bolster. You could place your forehead on the bolster, or if it's more comfortable, place your left ear on the bolster. Give yourself a little bit of time here just to breathe and notice if this side feels any different than that first side. Settling into the breath. And relax muscles in the face through the forehead and through the jaw. As you stay deeply connected to what you're feeling here. We'll begin to gently and slowly walk ourselves back upright. And you can just place that bolster off to the side. Extend your legs nice and straight. And then bend your right knee up. You can either keep it there or cross it over your left leg. And it might feel good just to stay here and breathe. Sitting up nice and tall. If you'd like a little more of a twist, you can bring your left arm across your right shin and your right arm behind you. It doesn't have to be a super deep twist, but every inhale, think of lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, maybe you go just a little bit deeper. Softening into the pose. Inhale, come through center and start to walk your right foot out to the side. So you come onto the outer edge of the foot. Now the knees are more or less stacked. Again, we'll inhale, lengthen the spine. We could stay upright or start to hinge forward just a little bit. Keep your left foot nice and active so your left foot is in dorsiflexion. Again, check in with the jaw, relax there. And give yourself a little time here to stretch through the outer hip area and the back of the left leg. Now come up, release the right leg and switch sides. Bend your left knee up. You can stay there or cross it over your right leg. And first, just sit up nice and tall. Notice how it feels. Keep that dorsiflexion so the right toes will face up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Again, if you'd like to add that twist, bring your right arm across the leg and left arm behind you. Every inhale, lengthen. And every exhale, move a little deeper into that twist. But stop if it becomes too much. And just breathe. Inhale, come through center, and this time we'll start to stack the left knee on top of right. So those inner thighs are getting closer together. You'll roll onto the outer edge of the left foot as you walk your left foot out to the side. Hands can come wide on either side of the legs. Inhale, lengthen, and on your exhale, you might hinge forward just a bit. And breathing and noticing how this side feels. Really nice, everyone. Inhale, lift, extend your left leg, and we'll make our way onto our back. From there, lie all the way down on your back. Bend your knees and bring your feet about hip distance apart. Arms will go long down by your side. From there, press down into your feet and lift your hips up. And squeeze your glutes just a bit. Press down into your big toes and the inner arches of your feet. And again, stay deeply connected to your breath. And you'll slowly begin to release your hips back to the ground. Take your hands in your low belly and just breathe diaphragmatically. The belly expand into your hands and then softly pull away. We'll do this 2 more times. So on your next inhale, press down, lift your hips up, coming back to bridge. Take about 5 breaths here. On your next exhale, slowly lower your hips back down, coming back to that diaphragmatic breath. Last time, press down into your feet, lift your hips, squeezing your glutes just slightly. Press down firmly into your feet and use that connection to help lift your hips up higher. Good. On your exhale, slowly release. Come back to that diaphragmatic breath. From here, walk your left foot towards the middle of your mat and cross your right knee on top of your left thigh. Hug your knees into your chest. You can bring your hands to your shins or your ankles. Might feel nice to bring a little movement into your feet as well. We'll slowly release. Uncross and recross left over right. Gently and slowly hug the knees into your chest. And bring your hands to the lower legs. And just breathe. Notice what this shape feels like. Well done. Slowly release. From here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can gently press your right leg away with your right hand. That might feel like enough. Or begin to bring your left knee into your chest. This is supine pigeon. You might even like to explore extending that left leg and then bending a few times. Just move really slowly. Good, we'll release and switch sides. Cross your left ankle over right thigh, flex through the left foot and press your left hand into your thigh. Again, you can stay there or bring that right knee into your chest and either interlace fingers behind your right leg or maybe even in front of the right shin. And you can play with extending or bending that right leg a few times. And hold it wherever it feels really good. Really nice. Slowly release. Bring the feet wide, the knees together. We're going to set up for our Shavasana. So locate your bolster and we'll place that underneath our knees. Lie all the way down. You could have a blanket underneath your head and neck for a little bit of support. And allow your palms to face up, relaxing through the shoulders. And let the body feel nice and heavy into the ground. Release all of your efforts and simply rest here. Relax the muscles in the face, through the forehead, through the jaw. Maybe find a little bit of space between your teeth and lips. And simply let go. Start to deepen your breath. Invite some gentle movement into your fingers and toes. Maybe take an overhead stretch. And bend your knees. Roll to one side, rest your head in your arms in fetal pose. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Draw your hands together in front of your heart as a sign of gratitude. Thank you all so much for sharing your beautiful practice with me. Namaste, friends. If this was helpful to you, please hit that like button below. See you next time. Peace.